being here with me today. Let whoever come to my channel, my live stream, enjoy my reading. Yeah. Even though I'm reading just for myself. Oh, yes. Reading for myself. Okay. The first card is Ladder of the Hair, Rapunzel, Spirit of Ascension. Okay. Spirit of Ascension is like when you are spiritually awakened, you ascend to a next evolution of your soul consciousness. You open up to a more wiser approach to with life and view and things. You're probably becoming more spiritual. Yeah. But Rapunzel, with her hair going down the tower, is not only symbolize that it's a ladder of the hair. So in a way, it is a step. It's a way for an escape, probably escape from reality or escape from the confinement of the mind, the body, and that's why ascension is really important. Ascension is a level of freedom that beyond the physical boundary. So Rapunzel make a lot of sense when it's show up here. So the ladder represent hope, represent elevation or descendant, but this is ascension is set down here. So in that sort of case, it's something that we have to look at. And here is the moon and also the star symbolized here, the moon and the star. Yeah. With the moon and the star, it just say whatever you wish is not like it's not going to happen. The moon is just covering part of it. It doesn't mean that it's not coming true. But if you follow your step properly, you will get the way that you want. Yeah. Grandmother. What a beautiful energy with the grandmother and then the owl. What a wise person. And how is this actually, this is the Little Red Riding Hood grandmother. Ancient wisdom. Okay. This is what that card said. So it's actually very inclining with this. It's go hand in hand. It's coming back to all spiritual energy, all knowledge, that sort of like knowledge that already there, and it's about to coming out and expand and learning. And ancient wisdom is more like what you learn from your mom and your dad, your grandparents, your great-great-grandparents, or household sort of like wisdom. And this is sort of like walking through the old energy, walking through the new energy, and this is sort of like enlighten the younger self. And there's going to be a lot of awakening here, as you can see. Nice, beautiful, grounded, protect, motherly energy. It could be a spiritual mother, or it could be our grandmothers or our angel that is protecting us. Now, next is apple, knowledge. We were talking about knowledge and ancient wisdom. Okay. It felt like the knowledge that you are seeking is already there within you and you haven't been discovered. So what is need to be doing is just relearn your knowledge and really going in and do more research on what you're interested in and really find out what really, really tickle you. Hi, do you have Diddy cards? No, I don't. This is just random reading. So if you enjoy the reading, stay by. And if you like a personal reading and you don't mind sharing your reading on here, for everybody in the room, you're welcome to say and put your hand up. Now, when you have a lot of knowledge and ancient wisdom, what do? This is why the flame is really important. This is a number 9, 36, so number 9, so it's flame. Flame is to set up a fire and then start to stimulate, put things in action. If you have all this knowledge and wisdom in the world and you don't really act on it, what's the point, And in that sort of case, like, where would you want your knowledge to apply to? Would you like to share your knowledge with someone else? Or would you like to, I don't know, wish to develop further or reinvent your knowledge a little bit better so that to enable to be more spiritually awakened? Yeah. So, it's like a white swan here too. There's not only one, but there's like a flock of like white swan. It's like if you want to be enlightened and you want to be, how do I say it, reinvent or growth outside of your current self, you need to really download a lot of like wisdom. You need to really do the work by climbing up the ladder. And from that on, you need to find your own knowledge and then put it in place. And then you will get what you really want. Yeah. So this is like an open reading for anybody to walk in. And the messages is very nice and simple. What you seek is what you're going to get, but you need to put in a lot of effort in place. But like I said, listen to the old wise people who give you the messages and then really, really, learn from their mistake, learn from their skill and knowledge, and then really applying it. Only take what knowledge that people give to you and apply to you. And you don't normally, like every one of us have a different life experience, so we grow up differently. So therefore, we can only take on and acquire the knowledge that we needed for this sort of like timeline, because we have multiple timelines. So each of those timelines is a timeline where we need to improve ourselves. We need to outgrow our old self and shredding of the old yucky thing that we no longer need. There you go. Hi, everyone. Thank you, Ando, there. Who would like a reading next? Put your hand up. Is was told a lot of lies about me to my special person to split us apart. Wow. Oh. Who told you a lot of lies? Tarot card is meant to be for entertainment, and also to help you look at a different perspective in a relationship. It's not meant to advise you to break a relationship or make up a relationship. It's all subconsciously information where you need to, how do I say that, filter out all the noise and get what you really needed so that you can actually move on from there. So between Ando and Jiao, I think, I don't know if I say it right. Who would like to have their reading first? Put your hand up. Please, Ando. Okay. Ando, what is your favorite number right now? Just give me a number. 6. Great. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to select a card deck. This is the one for you. I'm going to start with 6 signs. So 6. I'm going to divide it to 6 piles. Now, let's go pile number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And in this 6 pile, Ando, could you please tell me which pile number do you feel you're attracted to the most? Give me a number out of 6. I wish I could help you with your chemistry work, but unfortunately, not at the moment. We do a reading. Oh, you're funny. Okay, number 2. Let's go for it. Let's do a reading for Ando first, and then the next person after these wish to have a reading, then we do that. Okay, now this is the pile for you. We're gonna do 6 cards. We're gonna do general reading. Okay. Okay. Now, with the first 2 cards on the left and middle and right, we're doing the first 4 months. The second row, we will do the next 4 months from now, yeah, and then so on for a whole general reading for Ando. Okay, so we're talking about February now, February, March, May, and then June. So this is the first quarter for you. Okay, we got the 8 of Swords upside down. Okay, so whatever you have in your mind right now, you're feeling trapped, like in your own way, Ando. It felt like you've been stuck in a situation where you're unable to get yourself out of it. Somehow, some way, it felt like the door is open. You start to see outside of that mental entrapment now. And it's come from a new emotion, okay? Because a new emotion or a new feeling or a renewed sort of like inspiration that you love, it start to oozing out, and then it felt like it felt like it's removing the cloud from your mental blockage or from your mental, I would say, blindness, you know. So I think this Ace of Cups, this new feeling will overcome all new love, the new love of hobby, a new love of art and craft, or a new love of direction in life, or the new love of life, or a new partner if you're into partner. This will make it, this will change your mind completely. So that is for the next, I think you will send this new adventure of the heart in 1 month. So starting next month, you will feel something renewed, something that something that must have happened that make you feel like you will love life again. And you feel like the light under the tunnel is not a light. It's a bloody beam sunlight, okay? So you'll be very, very happy. So from June, okay, we talk about July, August, September, and October now. So we're talking about the middle row, okay? All right. Okay. So it looked like you've been in a lot of like a lot of disappointment because the 3 of Swords is upside down. It felt like you've been through a lot of disappointment, and now the 3 of Swords is like upside down. It's like you're getting out of heartbreak. Okay. So I'm actually, I think whatever's stopping you from previously, this new beginning of love and light is actually getting you out of your broken heart. So there you go, my dear. That is a really, really interesting flow. All right. So I think the broken heart was about a narcissistic person that's sabotaging you, sucking your soul, removing the passion in you. And I think this person causing a lot of heartache. It could be a male or female when they're talking about like the King of Wands here. It could be a female with a masculine energy that actually really boasty and really, I don't know how would I say it, really arrogance. For male, it's the same thing, a very stubborn person that actually obstructing and then making you feel absolutely bogged down. So your heart rate is broken. So whatever whatever disappointment you have in this person is a male energy, you will overcome it. Okay, I hope that helped, because we're moving on to the next bit here now. So the last quarter. Nail it. I'm newly single away from this. I see. You won't get away from it yet until September onward. Yeah. But I think in 3 months' time, you start to feeling your heart is a little bit lighter because you start something new and you start to meet new people. You don't feel trapped anymore. Then you feel a lot better. Yeah. So the next quarter will be focused on making money and really invest into your money and finance, reviewing everything. So this is the Seven of Pentacles here. Yeah. Such a beautiful card, like how you're looking at your investment, look at your money, look at where you put things are. Okay, am I going to grow with this job, or am I going to be like, I got the basket here. I do have some sort of return here. Should I invest some more, or should I, invest in a job and keep on studying? I am from Australia. What do you mean sending hate from Australia? Oh my God. Oh my God. That is so not nice, put it through. Most Australian, they're actually quite nice. And, live in Australia for so long, I believe that Australia is one of the lucky country in the old day, but now it's become a little bit aggressive. But yeah, I love Australia. And I'm just like everywhere. I'm actually in Perth, and I love Perth. I haven't been down to Townsville yet, or up to Townsville yet, because it's too hot. And Australia is a great country, if you enjoy and immerse in the culture. Okay, we came to Australia because we love the culture and we be with the people and get to know each other, and just be a part of it. Just don't be a party pooper like most people, and it just making things difficult for yourself. Yes, Townsville is very hot. Perth is hot and dry. Townsville is hot and humid. So you exchange one for the other. But I love Perth because it's a lot cleaner, and it's very, how do I say it? How do I say about this? Perth is lovely. If you have a chance, come and visit Perth. Now then, work your ass off, yeah, and work smartly. Look at where you at. Look at your zipper. Look at your investment. If you're into that sort of thing, talk to a financial advisor and ask them or get their advice how to make your money for a better return here with the basket with lots and lots of goodie. Okay, that is the Seven of Cups for not now, but like in 8 months down the track, you'll be reviewing all your finance and get things done. Wow. Oh my God. This is a Seven of Cups. It looks like opportunities open up for you like everywhere. But I think the opportunity is more like in partnership than anything else. So, oh, hello, Bundaberg. Thank you. Welcome. And I'm glad you're tuning into my channel. This is my very first live, and I was so bored. I don't know what to do on a Sunday night. So here I am. I love doing tarot card reading. And I got this anxiety of doing tarot card reading for people that I don't know. And this is the only way for me to practice and actually having fun at the same time with no judgment. And this is purely for entertainment. And if you're enjoying it and you're being here with me, I am extremely grateful. So there you go. So yeah, Seven of Cups, lots and lot of choice. By the end of the year, I'm talking about the beginning of next year, 2027, opportunity will open up for you, Anto. And then what you do is that you have a lot of option and choice where you're going from. But like I said, partnership is really, really important for your main goal. And yeah, it's actually quite beautiful. It looked like you're aiming for something a lot higher than most people. And if you aim for that choice, just really think about the pro and con and do a lot of research about your option before going ahead of it. like I said, get a professional financial advisor and see if they can help you further. Or if you want to retire, and like you work for a certain part and then you go in for one of those, like, would you like to put in your SIPA? Would you like to do a proper investment? That sort of thing. Talk to somebody who know what they're doing and they will help you. There you go. So Ando, 44 is young, I don't think number is not like, I think I look at people from their energy nowadays, like they have a young energy, old energy. The physical side of thing is no longer interest me. And I think that is sometimes that we need to be mindful of. Yeah, sometimes people look really old, but they are so silly bugger. And I met a lot of those. And their ignorance. And they're not wise. Why would you stick with somebody like that? And I think when you read people energy and you talk to them and really, really communicate and look at them, and that is the most important thing as a human being. That's how we connect. And if we don't look at people, communicate people in that sort of manner, AI will taking over, and then you'll be communicating with robot. Would you like that? So that is something that we need to look at when we communicate with us human being together. Now, Ando, do you have any other question? No. Oh, good. If you have any question, let me know. And it looks like there's a few more cards here left. If you have question, I'll flip it. But if you don't, I will just give you the main energy of your reading for this year to next year. Is there, please? Okay, let's do a main one. Okay, so this is the last card, last energy. Okay, the Nine of Wands upside down. Okay. Oh, this is funny. Now, the nine of wands, okay? When it's right side up, it felt like you're preparing for a battle, okay? So because it's actually a central theme is upside down, it just tell you don't overwork yourself and really like be on guard, okay? More children. What was it? It is upside down. A mom with a tarot deck. Oh, well, I will do reading for you after if you're still here. I'll just do Ando reading first because each one of you have different energy, but it's all linked to source. So we have to talk about that later. So the Nine of Wands upside down. So it just asks you not to be hot-headed and chart in and be confrontational and be on guard of whatever that is. Of course, you can have some sort of guard and defense when you walk into a new job, new relationship, and so on like that, right? But then again, you need to be open-minded for opinions and improvement and criticism, and don't take it like in a negative way. Even though people say negative, nasty thing, it is for you to be monitored and be aware of your emotion. Like, okay, if this person say this to me, how am I feeling? Why am I reacting this sort of way? Did what they say, does that make sense or not? So I think just assess the situation first before you become offensive or defensive or like already pull out your gun and about to shoot them, Besides Australia, gun law, you can't do that. But you know what I mean? Just don't be on the edge and don't be so like I said, defensive when people say something. Be open and learn. Okay. So this is really important. You need to heal your disappointment or your heart from previous relationship. It looked like attachment by the look of it, but it felt like it's already end. So whatever you feel like you're in right now, that feeling of trap, disappointment, is old energy. So you need to do that. And guess what? New beginning is on the way, but it's actually something that you love to do. Okay? Something that you love and you feel comfortable with. So that is absolutely beautiful card. It's like very heavy energy right here, right now, this particular month, for the next 3 months. But then from then onward, you'll be focused on work and study or improve yourself and really review and really sort out what's the most important thing for you financially, emotionally, and then things will roll a little bit more smoother. There you go. Thank you, Ando. You're my first reading on YouTube Live, and I hope you enjoy that, and I hope you have a lovely time. Oh, perfect. I think it's because the energy in the number and number 6 that you pick, and then number 2. It felt like you already sort out your number and plan in place. So number 6 is the family number. So you're probably thinking about home, like establishing a home. So yeah, number 6 is a good energy. 2 is more like, okay, I already start and I already establish something. So 2 is not a really stable number. It's still like a incubating periods. So yeah, I'm kind of happy for you, actually. This reading is actually really, really good. Even I feel it's actually fun to read. Even though you're suffering a little bit, but that is your suffering. I shouldn't be taking on your suffering. There you go. That's it. Thank you, Ando, for giving me that opportunity to entertain you and entertain me in this reading. Now, who's next? Who's next? Put your hands up and then I'll do a reading. And if you're happy to be here and I do live reading and you don't mind other people listening too, yeah, just put your hand up and then I'll see if I can do one for you. You're welcome, Ando. Anytime. Okay. A mom with a tarot deck. I don't know why you're so fixated on asking about children. Okay. I don't think something like that you should ask a tarot card reading. You need to ask yourself, like, am I ready to have a child for my own? Yeah. And having children is actually quite a complicated process. You need your partner to be agree with to have children. Because like I said, they are like the energy that you are creating. And I think sometimes, you look at the world view, right? From the global view to see all the children and how society developed and how the world we're heading toward, right? Do you think it will be good to have children? And your life right here, right now, okay, if you're in Australia, for example, having children is actually very, very expensive. And, like if you're bringing up the kid, it's absolutely costly. Now, I think Lucy asked a question first. Is that correct? And then I will do Dressy Ease later. Would that be okay? I just don't know how to work with this freaking life. But anyway. Okay, Lucy. Is that okay if I call you that, Lucy? Okay, you have a question for me? Or do you want a general, like whatever throwing at you, we do it that way? Random. Oh, Dristy. Dristy? That's a very interesting name. Thank you. I'll do Lucy first and then I'll do Tristy question. Now, Lucy, let's see what card deck would I like to give it to you. Here we go. I'm going to give you a star one. Okay. Let me remove all the old energy. Now, Lucy, can you give me your current number in your mind right now? You're welcome. Lucy, are you still there? Just give me a number. Just type the number on the screen. 5. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to divide this into 5, okay? To 5 piles. And what I want you to do is from right to left, pick the number of pile. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Which number is resonate with you, Lucy? Sure, James, I can do after that. Okay, you want 5, so this end. Okay, interesting. Now, Lucy, we're going to do 5 card reading for you, okay? 5 cards. How do we do this? How about we do, 5 is such an odd number, okay. How would I like to split them? Oh, I think I know how. Okay. Now, we do 3 cards down the bottom. We're talking about now. 2 cards in the middle. We're talking about the next 3 months. No, 5 months. Okay. We do 15-month reading for you. So now 5 months. Now to 5 months. And then 5 months after that. And the last card will be the last of the 5 months. It's like a pyramid sort of like reading. It's like a pyramid scheme reading. No, it's a pyramid reading. Now, I feel like a weird buzzing energy about you. It's kind of funny, Lucy. Okay, but I hope this will help you and also entertain you and help you see things differently. Now we're talking about pretty much nearly the end of Feb, and we're going to July, okay? So the first 3 cards is that, and then the second from August onward, and so on. First card is the sun upside down. Okay, so whatever you want to do, the sun card is a beautiful card when it's right side up. It gives you a lot of abundant growth and revitalizing. But not only that, a lot of energy. Because it's upside down, it feels like your energy has been depleted and exhausted. And I think it just asks you, maybe you lack in vitamin D, so you need to be outside in the sun. Or just go and see the doctor and check your vitamin D level. Vitamin D level is actually really, really important. So from now until the next 5 months, we're actually heading toward winter in Australia, if you're in Australia. So I think you should have a bit more sun exposure, if, you know, to actually 10 minutes in the morning, okay? Or just check your level of vitamin D first with your GP. Make sure you're at the right level. That is for general health. Not only that, it actually boosts up your immune system. So the sun is really, really important for you. Yeah, so bang, I just picked that one up first. So if you right now feeling like you're under the weather, Lucy, what you need to do is, just do a full health check from head to toe, do all the blood work. If you're a male, you do a male like checkup. If you're a female, you do a female checkup. So that is really important about the sun. That's the first thing to my mind when I actually picked that card up for you. So from this 5 months into July, is really important that you focus on your health. Oh, I see. Balance, temperance. So this is actually quite connected because it's such a major card already, bam, coming out like in the reading, two major card coming out, right? So the Temperance just asks you to have a little bit of balance in life. So I did talk about go and get a blood test and get things sorted and make sure your health is balanced or your work and life is balanced. So therefore, it's balanced your hormone. So something to do with hormone and sleep pattern is what I think is what I see is out of whack. So I'm not quite sure if that's correct, or you probably have a lot of restless night where you feel restless and wake up tired. So maybe you need to check your hormone when you go for a blood test. Might as well do the whole package of blood tests and make sure you go to a good GP that allow you to do all this screening where you can actually get a better rebate. You know, if you're in Australia, what I'm saying is that under the Medicare scheme, you can only do a certain blood test request and then it will fund through Medicare. And if you don't have a good GP, you need to pay it out of the pocket, that sort of thing. So that's why I think health is extremely important for you right here, right now, until the next of 5 months. Oh, okay. Oh, this is interesting. Ace of Wands upside down. Okay. So it's actually a really wise card to come up upside down because I felt like you're about to start something new, some sort of work or some sort of business or anything like that. It tell you to it does not say going ahead or tell you not to go because it's upside down. It usually tell you to stop, revise, and really sort it out first before going ahead to see if it's viable enough to go ahead with whatever you're thinking or planning to put things in action. Like think carefully before you do it. So whatever you want to start as new, it's asked you to slow down and don't start it yet. So this is important because I think the sun is really important here, linked to health and balance. So in another word, sort out all your current, pretty much review all your life because this is all like a major card. Review your priority, where and what is important first before you start on anything new. In another word, don't start anything new this first 5 months. Yeah, I hope that helped. Do you want to ask any question about that, Lucy, before I move up to the next 5 months? No? No question? We're going ahead with the next one. Now, from August onward to the next 5 months after that, okay? Now I feel like I can't count the world. Okay, this is a good card. Okay, it looked like you're going through such a major health challenge, and then it make you it's changing your world in a sense. It's like you see the world in a new light, and it feels like you're finishing a cycle. It's like if you have something on the back of your head or the back of your mind, say, oh, you know, that angling feeling like, oh, I have to do it, but I didn't want to do it. It's asked you to do it and sort it out and have that clarity of mind and finish what you started first before you start something new, and then you will start a new cycle. The word means traveling. That means you complete the whole soul evolution that you put it out. For example, when I was like 12 years old, and I said, oh, I'll finish high school and I got a job and I saved up for my car, and now I finally got my car. So that is finishing the loop of what I wish for. It's something like that, but it's not just that. But for you, it's like a whole soul and life evolution is starting to change in 5 months' time. So please, in 5 months' time, and you start something new and complete, please come and tell me, or send a messages to me on YouTube. I will come. I will go up live some other time. Maybe next Sunday. I'm not so sure. But if I work next Sunday, then I won't be on. But yeah, you starting on something quite new. You're completing all this sort of like challenge, and then you move on to the next self evolution. It's like an upgrade. Yeah. The next card. Okay. Okay, 3 of Cups upside down. Okay. Usually when people when it's right side up, that means you're going out, you celebrate, you mingle a lot. When it's upside down, it means you don't feel like celebrating at all. You're more like introvert, and you're more living within your mind and yourself and your emotion. I think this changing event is make you feel like you're gonna withdrawn from the world of entertainment for a while. So I think it's more like changing the habit of who you are usually hang out with, because maybe you hang out with friends that ask you to do bad thing, and doing drug and alcohol. That's just an example, okay? That didn't mean it in a bad way, okay? And then they ask you to do crazy thing like break into people's cars, or bad behavior, bad influence, that sort of thing. It's just like you just saw the flaws in the people, or the faults in the people that you're hanging around, and how their bad influence is actually affecting you in a negative way. And maybe this is a reason why you're walking away from them. Yeah. So it's like you cutting tie of all those old idea of what is entertainment, what will make you socially happy, no longer satisfy you, because there is something that within yourself is more important than external socialization. So I think sometimes when people are alone, and they are fearful of being alone, okay? And I look at this way: when you are alone, it doesn't mean that you're lonely. Yeah. It's the mindset. And I think when you're feeling lonely, then you feel absolutely helpless. No one help you. But when you are alone on your own, it doesn't mean like that. It's the mindset that put you in that situation. And I think sometimes you don't want external distraction. And I think you come to that realization soon. I don't know how old you are. You don't need to tell me. But I think it's a part of being more mature, growing within yourself, and knowing your true worth, and who are your true friend, and you cut out that toxic socialization where it's draining your energy, where it's not worth it. Yeah. I hope that helped. You're welcome. You're welcome. Oh my God. Like I said, what is value for you, what you value the most in life for yourself and your family, totally different from other people. It's none of their business. What you value is your business. Even though you are in the same family, like your sibling and so on like that, you don't live in their reality. Your reality collide right there, right then, is to learn from each other, respect, and then, once when you understand each other's standard, you move out of that toxic attachment. Yeah, cord cutting and clean. Yeah, but still be civil and be respectful, but not be spiteful and hateful, because that is resentment energy that will attach to you and give you a lot of sleepless night. So take it really, really nice and easy, and be kind to yourself. I will do a reading afterward, after I read Lucy first. And I think it was Tristy that was next. So, okay. And then we work after that, because the screen, I don't know how to monitor the live screen because I'm doing it on my own. So whoever catch my attention after Juicy, we will work from there. Now, okay. So we are from, let me see, next year. next year from, I think it was February, onward. So February to, yeah, it will be February to July again. Okay. Somehow number 7 is really important to you. Anyway, here you are, 7 of Pentacles. Okay. Usually 7 of Pentacles people making is actually turning upside down. It's for people who are actually working on their money, really investing their money, and really focus on their material wealth to see what is important. Your one is upside down. So just be very careful with finance next year. Very, very careful. You might lost some money in investment, lost money in weird schemes. So what you do is that just really be mindful and budgeting and get things going, put things in place so then you don't feel the deficits. And if you are working for somebody, Lucy, make sure that you are, just do overtime, that sort of thing. Make sure you write it down properly, or else people won't pay you for what you're worth or what effort you put it in. So this is really important that you put things in play there, Lucy. Yeah, I think it's next year will be purely important on the money for you. But like from this year, it's about health and well-being, about completing things, and focus on what is matter for you, what is important for you the most. There you go, Lucy. Do you have any question? Or should we end it there? Or do you want the last card in the deck, like the main energy? I see. No, I'm going to give you them. I'm going to give you the final card, okay? The main energy here. This is the 2 of Swords upside down. Okay. It felt like in 2 days, 2 weeks, and 2 months, Lucy, your decision already been made. Somehow you have this clarity of mind and you're like, okay, I cut all the shit out of my life. So that's why the 2 of Swords pop up really, really down the bottom here as like the essential energy. And I think this is a weird, major, not weird for me, but it's a major event, life-changing event for you. Maybe a lot of tarot card readers say that. I'm not so sure, hey. But anyway, I believe that it's like a humongous transformation for you, and I feel like you just need time to processing it. And it is a huge one. A huge one. But I think in 2 days, 2 weeks, or by 2 months maximum, you will cut out all the crap and then you just sort it out things really quickly. Yeah, I can't wait. So if you're still here in the next 2 days, if you sort out fast enough, please come and send me a message and say if it's correct. Yeah, there you go. Thank you so much, Lucy. I hope you enjoy that, and I hope it helped. If it doesn't help, take it like, with a grain of salt, and then, just use it for entertainment, because that's why I'm here for. And yeah. Who's next? Oh. Okay. Tracy, Ease, let's do you next. And then we will do Montan Mission. Yes, I know you're next, Tracy. James. Okay. Okay. James will be third. Okay. Would that be okay? We agree before I go, because I don't feel like I want to disappoint everybody. Oh, you want to pose a question? Okay. What is your favorite color first before you pose a question? Tell me your favorite color, Tracy. Sure, you can come back another time, James. Wow, you don't have a favorite color. So it's very hard for me to actually let you have a question without a favorite color. Oh, pink. Pink. Okay. Pink. And give me your question. Type the question and then I'll find something nice and pink. No, pink will be fine. You just type me your question and then we will sort it out. Oh, they're all blue. Okay, I think I know where I can get a pink one. Okay, I got something with a mixture of pink. Go ahead, type the question. What coming into my life very soon in the next 2 months? Okay. Next 2 months. That is way too soon. Okay. It's a very crucial time for me and I have purged a lot of sorry, that was way too quick. Okay, so it's more like love. It's funny. Okay, it's pink. I'm sorry to hear that you're going through such a terrible time that is emotionally challenging and it can be heartbreaking. Now, I think to enable you to understand your current situation, you need to understand your past energy, okay? So I got this new deck that I haven't opened before, and they have a little bit of pink color here. Like, pink is not my favorite color, okay? And funny enough, I haven't used, I never really opened this one. But I'm happy to open it for you and see what sort of energy that we have here for you. Let me open it. And they do have a bit of pink color in here. So I don't normally have a pink deck. Actually, I lie, I did. I have a true love tarot card reading or romance reading card deck. And it's about love. And the animation wasn't that great. This is harder than I thought to open. Jesus. Okay. Let's try it out. And I think with any past relationship and breakage and that sort of thing, you need a lot of time to heal. And it's a great thing that you actually do a lot of like old energy removal and clear all the dirt. But let's see if there was any old energy that is still residue that attached to you. So we use a new deck. So they come with a guidebook, but I'll see if I can do a reading without it, okay? Now, Tracy, we want to know past energy and how we overcome for the next 2 months for Lucy. Okay. I just want to see something. Okay. Now, it's funny how your username only have the letter number 1. Number 1 in there just say changing. Like, you know, you need to put things in play. You're supposed to lead and learn and go forward and act and put things in play where it's like a role model. So even though in a relationship, it felt like the other person's using you as a role model for some strange reason, And it's like they want you to lead in the relationship, and you felt like you're wearing the pants and you're wearing all the responsibility and the burden of the other person. And that is a bit unfair. That's not a balanced relationship in the first place. So therefore, I think you recognize that. Why am I taking all this baggage where it's not even mine in the first place? And I think maybe that's the reason why you broke up with the relationship. Or vice versa, the other person had that sort of mindset just mirror to yours. So maybe because both of you hasn't come to a mutual understanding, mutual respect, mutual boundary. So therefore, I think that was the issue with, how do I say it? That might be something that you need to work on with your partner. Okay. So because you have a one card, so we're going to do one card for past energy reading. Past life energy reading. And I was talking about this live and you already have this problem. And I was like, okay, we just do one. Now, I'm going to shuffle. Can you type stop and then I'll stop and we pick that card. Whoop. Okay. You didn't press stop, but anyway, it's all coming out. Ooh, okay. Okay. Past energy. Okay. This relationship is like abandonment. Ooh, okay. It felt like somebody ghosts you. Or vice versa. The other person ghosts you. Or you ghost them. It felt like, how do I say it? People are not really explaining or give you reason why they are breaking up with you, or you break up with them and you not giving them a valid reason why that you're breaking up with them, and you just stop talking to them or turn off your phone and not communicating. So this is a communicating issue. And I think the feeling when you're being abandoned is like a childhood trauma. I'm not quite sure if that's correct, but abandonment is really, really, it makes people feel extremely vulnerable. And, and I think this is from childhood trauma in your family or the other family when they were younger. They felt like they've been neglected. They felt like they've been talking down. They felt like they've been bullied in relationship, of any relationship, and they feel like they are so traumatized to the point where they cannot tell people about the trauma because it was just too hard to relieve the same experience one after the others. So they tend to hide within themselves, and when they come to a relationship, they don't want to open their vulnerability. So I think with your case, I think you haven't healed your old trauma yet. And to enable you to understand and be ready for the next relationship, you need to heal yourself properly, especially childhood trauma, feeling of being neglected, feeling of being abandoned, feeling of helplessness or worthlessness. And I just want to say that, I think society or how we've been brought up, the people around us was unkind to us and say really mean things and put us in a box where we feel so vulnerable. And I think that's why we live with that experience and we just fearful of being hurt. And I think sometimes, to overcome this is actually to be going out there and really tell people how you feel. Yeah. Communication is the key to everything. Even though it's non-verbal, or you can actually communicate with them telepathically or energetically, right? Because when you walk into the room, people can send your energy, vice versa. You can send their energy. So for your question, it's all related to abandonment, okay? I hope that will help. So I think for the next 2 months, I don't think you sort out or purging out all the negative energy yet. I think this is your biggest obstacle. So before you even go forward. I think for the next 2 months is actually focus on this. Focus on dealing with your old trauma, old feeling. And if it's the person that you were in that was so toxic and causing this, it is them. So what you need to do is to clear the cord and cut them off and cleanse the energy from your energy field. And I would suggest that you would go to a proper energy healer and ask them to do a few energy healing. Whatever your heart resonate with, most people will do pranic healing. Most people will do Qigong, because Qigong is actually really good. Or Tai Chi is really good by enhancing energy, dispersing energy, and clear energy. Or you can go to any energy healer and ask them to do like a head to toes aura cleansing and so on like that. You will feel so much better. And then by then on, you will recover and look at the problem properly. You heal. And then you will write down, what is the most important for me in a relationship, before you go ahead and be in the next love relationship. Because I feel like you're not ready to be in a new relationship at this moment or in the next 2 months. Sorry to disappoint you, but I think it's probably something that you need to look at. I hope that helped. Do you have any question for me? Or you can tell me off. It's absolutely fine. Yeah. It's a heavy energy. You can cry if you want to. It's okay to cry. To me, crying is like cleansing. Okay. It's like a spiritual and emotional cleansing, and it's good to actually cry sometimes. It's like a humongous release. It will make you feel a lot better after you cry. Funny enough, one of the person I was working with, they said, oh, you're probably crying at work. And I was like, no, I never cry at work. Never, ever cry at work. But I cry in my own private safe space to cleanse and clear all the garbage. And like I said, it's really, really hard to dealing with abandonment. I think I was one. I think the guy was ghosting me. But anyway, and I ghost him, and then I ghost multiple people after that, after I date them. And I end up, I say, hang on a minute, why am I wasting my time ghosting people or dating people when I don't even know where my standards are or my worth is? So what's the point of doing that? Why am I wasting my energy and time for that? And then you become to realize that your time, your energy is extremely valuable. Why are you giving out for free? Or let somebody live in your mind for free and torment you? Yeah, so I think you do need to do a lot of cleansing and clearing more. I think it's like a karmic previous energy connection where you need to clear more work and heal. Do you have any other question, Tristy? Or do you have, yeah, before we move on to the next person? You can ask me another question next time. Maybe Tristy is not here because she got the card, and I think she was probably thinking what to do, and she didn't want to talk to me now. Maybe it's not what she expecting it, or he's not expecting it, but that is what the card, the energy reflect, and that's what the universe said for the here and now. And I think, yeah, I hope you're okay, Tristy. Like, it's a very heavy energy, and I think. Oh, no, I don't think he's gonna contact you because he actually goes abandonment here. I think he have a lot of problem. So I think, no, I don't think he will contact you. If he contact you, it might not be something that you want. Yeah. Yeah, this person have a lot of like terrible thing done to them when they were young. So they, oh, well, no. It's hot here in Perth and I feel like chill on my back. Yeah, no. I think this person have a lot of unresolved problem. They probably suffer from a mental health like crisis or trauma that they are not getting over. But I think it's an energy that rub and attach and then you feed on it or they feed on your energy. So yeah, I think you just need a little bit of energy work and really cleanse and clear it. And number 4 is really important. Why is that? 4 is law and order, more like foundation, fix. So in that sort of case, when it's dealing with relationship, you need to look at things from black and white. Facts, okay? Emotional and facts. Like you cannot be subjective to an objective data, for example. So it's asked you to be objective in the situation. Okay, why did this person is not communicate with me? Okay, this person might have other problem with themselves. They need to deal first. So they won't be contact you for the next 4 months. Yep. And in the meantime, to actually help you to overcome this, I think you need to heal yourself first. I think you need to cleanse your soul and clear that energy away from you. It's a very heavy energy. I don't know why people want to hold on to such an energy where it's causing a lot of like sadness. So it's not because you're unfeeling, it's because you feel like you're growing out of it. You need to, removing it. Remove things that's no longer worth your energy. Yeah. Oh my God, why are people asking about the future spout? I think maybe because people being so fearful, being alone so much. And I think that was the reason why they just constantly chasing out and find another person to fill in the gaps because they fear being alone. And I think the most important thing is when you're on your own, you realize you're not alone. Yeah. So there, Tracy, I hope this is help. I'm gonna do Mountain Mission next. If you have a question later, let me know. Do I have an ex from my past return to my life? My favorite color is pink, number 4. How straightforward. Pink and number 4. Your past. So you want an ex to come back. Mark, it's okay. I'm doing Montana next, and then I'll deal with you next. Okay? Because I didn't see your messages before, Mark. Oh, you're asking about your ex. Okay. Well, let's do this one. This is a spiritual one for you. Okay. Mountain Mission. Okay. You're curious. So this is a Japanese spiritual card reading deck that I just purchased not so long ago. And because you're curious about relationship and that sort of thing, what we do is we're going to ask a spirit, because this is like a Japanese folktale spirit. It's like a Shinto like sort of like belief. Okay. So they believe in a spirit and a God in the earth. the mountain, the sun, the moon, and the light. So we do a reading for you if your ex is coming back. Or you wish your ex coming back. No, that's too floppy and woppy, and that doesn't make sense. Let's tidy that question up a little bit, okay? The question should be, what will happen if my ex come back? So you have an ex in mind, not curious. It's like you are open to opportunity, okay? And I think you probably love your ex. That's why you're asking this question. And you need to remember, like, which ex are you talking about? The first ex, second ex, or third ex, or the fourth ex? But you have 7 ex. So which one are you pinpoint to? Who told you that? Oh my God, that's crazy. The first ex. Okay, the first one. Okay, we want to know, Spirit. Okay. Montana mission is like after an ex. The first one. We want to know what that person is like and will they come back. Okay, tell me to stop. Shuffle. And then we pick the first card. What? I'm not a psychic. Okay, I'll stop. I'm not a psychic. I'm doing reading for fun. And if it's entertaining and it's accurate, it's great. But it's helped you to look at things from a different perspective. First card that I stop. Okay. Oh, okay. It is number 5. It's called Kiran's protection from a mischievous spirit. Now, this makes sense. Are you sure you want that first ex to come back? Because the other one just look like they playing with you. That's what the spirit card was saying. They are playing with you. And he probably still is a player. So, okay, let's read more in the book, okay? This is a really destructive, mischievous energy and a god. It's like a, let me have a quick look. Because I don't know what Kiran is, number 5. And it's a protected from a mischievous spirit. It's like a mischieving, like... So the first ex can protect you, but then again, you need to protect yourself from their devious mindset or what they're doing, in a sense. So let me find out what is this. But like looking at this person have such a messy aura around them, okay? This person only want to have fun because look at energy. You say you like pink and look at it. They have the dusty pink color. Not lush or bright or brilliant pink. A pink that is welcoming. This pink is making you feel like you have a bruise, like pinkish purple. And this is like a very aggressive dragon looking like structure. So this person is not there to stay. They're there to make trouble for you. And it felt like, look at it. On the surface, they look very strong, very commanding, very, yeah, like I said, he is strong. Yeah, very commanding, very arrogant. He will say, okay, I know this, I'll do this, like very boasting. But he just all talk but not really walk. Yeah. And he like to play trick on people. He will say, okay, I do this to this person. And this person is quite a mind game person, not just physical, but mind, using mind, sort of like manipulation sort of thing. Oh, are you sure you want this first ex to come back? You know, like for me, like, no, I don't want it. But like, are you sure? Are you sure you want this person to come back? That's the question. But let me read the book, what it is, because I'm curious now. Looking at it and not reading the meaning of the book is already make me feel like, ooh, look hot, but not for me. That is the feeling I have. Okay, let's read about this. This is funny. Okay, Kieran is an ultimate animal spirit. Okay, he will forgive and purify everything related to animal spirit. If you are adverse affected by animal spirit, Kieran will be a very reassuring presence. Okay. Okay, the mythology, Chinese mythology. He is the king of the beasts. Okay. So like you said, he was strong and protective, but do you think in a relationship would he let you have your own opinions, your own mind, or would you let he control everything? This, like I said, this figure is like a controlling mind person. If you're an independent individual and love, to have a freedom, being this ex will not let you do anything. He will come back with condition, no doubt about that. But will you be okay with that? I understand. I don't understand Western astrology. Leo and Leo is fiery, hot-headed. So you're pretty much the king of the jungle. Aquarius is like a water sign, like an air sign. They're very smart, intelligent, and they're spiritual. But like I said, this X is like headstrong, okay? Very determined. They will get what they want. But when you're in a relationship with this person, you will not get what you want. If you want to get anything out of this person, you need to be extremely feminine and extremely depending on them. Would that be okay for you? There you go. That answers your question. And when this card pop up like this, it asks you to be kind to animals. Be kind to animal, respectful, and not only animal as in like your pets, something like that, but be kind to animal spirit. So you're Leo, you need to be very kind and mindful toward Leo, like lion, jungle animal. Be mindful. And if you stuck, call on their spirit and they will protect you. There you go. I hope that helped. Absolutely. And now you sort of like have in mind, since you're curious, your curious has been cured, I guess. So I hope that will help. And if you think this person is back, yeah, it's if they decide to leave, they will leave. And if you want them back, you need to pay your dear life for them. Only, like I said, it's a cost. Are you sure you want to be in this relationship? Where do you sit in a relationship with this person? This person is extremely controlling. Do I want to be like that? And if you're an independent individual, you will not want to be trapped in this sort of like relationship of power, struggling for power. There's not harmonizing. It's not balancing at all. Yep. Let's go to the next question. I think it was, who was it that earlier? Mark, if you're still here, you're next, mate. And if you're not here, I will move to the next person. That is James. Is James still here? My cat name is Sapphire. I love Sapphire. Sapphire is actually amazing spectrum. Australian Sapphire is one of the best quality in the world. We're well known for that. And we have amazing, brilliant color, Sapphire. It's very protective. It's very intuitive. It's very psychic. There you go. She's a Virgo. Wow, you even have horoscope for your cat. That is something that I never heard of. Thank you for sharing. Oh, God. Okay, I think Mark is not here. So let's say that damn no. Do you have a question? You're welcome, darling. You're welcome. I hope that will help you see yourself better in any relationship, not just that ex, you know. Yeah, just take it easy and take care. Hi. That damn nose. I like your nick. It's kind of like your username. It's funny. Oh, okay. Abby and you. Abby. Can I have your name, not your surname? Just your name, my dear. Just a name. Before I make decision about Abby. Is that damn Joe? Oh, no, John. Oh, okay, John. Okay, John and Abby. Oh, okay. Okay, John and Abby. What can I say about John and Abby? Okay, Abby is A. A is number 1. Okay. John is way behind the alphabet. Where is J staying in the alphabet number? Let me look that one up in a minute. But let's talk about Abby, okay? Energy. This person here have a very, is that short for Abigail or just Abby or Abigail? Abigail? I feel like it's a shortened name, but I'm not so sure if that's correct. Can you confirm that with me? Okay, it is. Okay. So you call her Abby, but her name is Abigail. Yes, okay. That makes sense. Now, Abigail is very interesting name in the sense that this person want to lead in everything. Like to start everything first and then this does not really carry on. However, if you're stable enough and be with a person, you will help assist them to go a little bit better. However, foundation is really, really important for Abby. I think Abby foundation is struggling. That's why when it comes to relationship, the foundation is not stable enough to actually make it go forward. Oh, okay. My ear is buzzing. Okay. So I think in that sort of case, I think the maturity, the mature person in the relationship is probably because could be Abby, but maybe it's not you, or vice versa. You're too mature, and then the other person is too childish. And I feel like there's a maturity level between the two of you where you need to. It's like one is the sun and one is the moon. Yeah, when you're getting together during like the eclipse, like you collide, and it felt like the energy is out of whack and you're not holding each other properly. So, let's do the moon card for you. Okay, now, can you find on the letter J, where does it stand in the alphabet for me, John? What number it was in the alphabet of 24? Should I suffer like this? I have no idea. I could not search for this. My bloody phone. my other phone. Sorry, I swear right there. My phone's on the other side. I can't really grab it. If somebody can help John, just search for the number, J and a number. Okay. Number 10, are you sure? So both of you are number 1. I see. Okay. Now we're going to talk to see if you guys are getting back together. Okay, John. There are 10 piles. I want you to pick the favorite one after I divide them first. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the top. And then we got 5 down the bottom. Now, John. So we're going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. And then we do 1, 2, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Which number would you like me to flick up? Three. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Let's pick number 3. This one here. Sometimes I forget that, on the video, it's like a mirror effect. Was that 3 or 1? We're doing your left or my left. I was doing my left for you. So this is number 3. Okay. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 9 cards. So with this 9 card, we're gonna do. Okay, we do 3 lot of reading. Okay, we do 3 card on the top row, 3 card in the middle row, and 3 card on the bottom row. Okay, now. This is really important. We are looking at your relationship with Abby in the past. So we're talking about past is like the bottom row. Middle is like current situation. And then the top 3 card will be your outcome. Will you be together with Abby, John? Okay. In the past relationship. Oh, okay. 3 of swords up, right side up. Okay, it's already jumped out before we even say anything about your relationship. It's already a heartache situation when you come. So maybe there's a lot of disappointment in relationship with you and Abby, right? I think when you are both broken heart, you met together, it felt like none of you have healed, and then you just start the relationship like that. Yeah. And there was a lot of romantic like feeling and a lot of promises, an amazing day, and you think this is like the best thing ever. So in the past, it's like bittersweet in relationship you guys experience in one go. Yeah. And you are like young, okay? I feel like you and Abby know each other when you were so immature at that young age. And when it comes to miscommunication or like somebody did something wrong, and it's extremely hard to forgive. And then people just miscommunicate and then just have a disagreement, and then they just heartbroken for misunderstanding, because you guys are like both young energy, same energy. Number 1, Abby is number 1, and you're also number 1. Okay. And I think the heartbreak, disappointment, it was probably from a young age of misadventure. And I think that's where it go wrong. Yeah, none of you forgive each other because you're all headstrong individual and you won't forgive the other for something wrong. It's like, oh, that's it, I'm not gonna go negotiate, I'm not gonna compromise, simply because both of you are too headstrong in a relationship. That's why you're broken. Yeah. And current situation, there was some foundation. I was talking about foundation earlier. So this is a Four of Pentacle upside down. Okay. There was financial issue. I think the foundation was more like financial situation where it felt like right now you're struggling with it. You're struggling to save up for something. It's like whatever money you make, it's just going out. This is your situation. All right. This is so interesting. All right. And I think it's come from lack of insight. And I think you're losing money, you're losing foundation because you didn't investigate properly before you invest. Pretty much. You didn't, like, for example, your friend tell you to go to a crypto meme coins and then you put all the money in the memes coin. This is one of my friend, right? A meme trader. And then he followed his friend. And then he said, oh, okay. Oh my God, there is like a Solana new meme coin. Would you like to invest in it? And then the friend said, yeah, sure. It's looking great. And then he invested in it. And then he got rug pull. And then he lost all the money. And for your case right here, right now, it's like money is really, really important. I think relationship is important to you, but your current situation on hand is like you need to figure out your finance properly. Like your foundation, maybe you need to save up the money for a house because housing market is terrible at the moment, or maybe for renting or something like that. Some fundamental foundation thing that need to be focused on right here, right now, that is more important than past relationship at the moment. However, you will hear from Abby. You will hear from Abby with the Eight of Wands here. Very fast communication, right? Like I said, fast communication. You will hear new about her, or you will hear somebody talking about her. But then again, I think it's not important at the moment because financial is something that you need to focus on. Yeah. Or this person, Abby, will have to focus on her financial first. She's busy with that before she can do anything. Yeah. Now, the outcome for your reading. Will you get together? This is the most important one. Okay. It's talking about temperance here. It's like balance. Okay. It's more like stable foundation also. You need to stabilize your financial living situation first. Security, job security first. Okay, this is really important. And then listen to your intuition. Or maybe you meet somebody who is wiser, a higher power than Abby, somebody with a better wisdom than Abby, with number 22 or number 2 master number or number 11. So you might meet somebody with a master number 11 or 22 who have a whole bag of wisdom that can guide you into this sort of like maze. So if you want to get back to this person, you need to seek a wise decision from somebody that been through or know Abby. Or I would speak to Abby's mother if her mother is spiritually grounded and sounded and trustworthy and sensible woman. I would talk to her mother to see if or her older sister. then I will like, yeah, you spoil her in a relationship. It's okay to spoil somebody in a relationship, but it has to be a balance in a relationship. You cannot just give all the time. You'll be exhausted in a relationship. Why would you do that? Okay. The lover is upside down. So I don't think you will go back to Abby or Abby back to you. Simply like I said, the high priest is there for a reason, right? You need to see a balance in relationship. You need to be more wiser in a relationship. And then you will see this love. It does not fit you with your lifestyle, your current mindset, your maturity, your spiritual value, your family value. You will grow out of it. And I don't think you will go back to her. Because like I said, this is a childhood sweet, first love, that sort of thing. Yeah. Lots and lots of misunderstanding where you need to learn from each other. And I think first love is extremely hard to get rid of or let go of. It's very hard because first love is like your first body reacting to a new feeling. Therefore, it's activate all your hormone, all your DNA to cope with this person. It's like your immune system is actually activated, and they have a memory cells that actually imprint into yourself, and it just like is what is being programmed is what is familiar with. So because when you first meet her during that hormone stage, the young age that you love this person, therefore the cell can only seek and attract and addict. Well, it's sort of like a craving for happy energy only. And that is very hard to interrupt. To unable to interrupt that mindset or programming or that neural pathway, you need to do a lot of meditation and a lot of like healing, energetic and emotional healing before you can see a different light in this relationship. I hope that helped. Yeah. Do you have any other question, John? Because you guys are too dynamic, it's very hard. It's very hard to put together. But I think in every relationship or failed relationship, it makes you more mature and make you more appreciative of where you're from and where the other person. And I think with that, it will make you a wiser lover, partner, and being, where a next person will be a more wiser person. Yeah. This person will be much more spiritually grounded and more mature. You probably benefit from that than the old energy. Or maybe this person going through such a Abby, going through such a terrible struggling at the moment. I feel like she's like the mirror of you. Whatever difficulty that you're going through, she is experiencing the same thing. It's like a twin flame, twin flame, but it's just like, it's like a karmic connection, but it's felt like it need to happen to make each individual in a relationship to grow more wiser and more awakened to their own self, to be their better version of themselves. Yeah. Yeah, but the reflection, John, is really important. A mirror is a mirror like so, right? But a mirror without reflection have no soul in a relationship. It's no spark. What's the point? It's like coming down to that. I'm very straightforward. If I say something that is offensive or you take offended, I'm sorry. But sometimes it's good to actually have a straightforward communication rather than. And I do tarot card reading for my friend, and I sort of like the same. I don't. This is for my fun hobby. I think I've been doing this for more than 10 years. And it's pure hobby, like pure for fun. And I help a lot of people through reading. And I think, yeah, if you're looking at things differently in a relationship, right? Or look at your mom and dad relationship, or your sibling like partner relationship, see how they are. And you say, oh, hang on a minute, how come they treat each other like that? And here I am, my partner treat me like this. Where did I go wrong? Or what is wrong with me? The point is that there was nothing wrong with you. It's just a mature level is not there. Yes, every one of us have a spiritual mission. Thank you so much, Jen, for saying that out. You're a legend. Everyone do. And I believe that our soul is like a nut cell like this, or like a rock. And I think we need a lot of trauma to mold them into this glossy thing. It takes a lot of time to actually sharpen it, shining it, cutting it, and polish it. And this is like our soul. And each of our soul is like a brilliant white light. And this light will return to source. And while we're here, we actually contaminate it with a lot of negativity, a lot of energy that is not ours. There you go. I hope that helped, John. I don't feel like you guys are getting back together. And if you get back together, you're going to have disagreement, you're going to separate again. It will be one of push and pull, draining energy. If that's what you want, John, go ahead and contact Abby and say, there's this nut chick Anne on YouTube. She did a reading for me, and this is what she said. You can send Abby to me and tell her to curse me if she wants. But yeah, I think it's for a good thing that you had this period apart and focus on financial thing. Yeah, for now, focus on what is more important. I think Abby is not that important at the moment for you. She is important in the past, but not now. In the future, it will be something different. You will see something totally different in your relationship. And you understand that is your first love and it's time to give up. And then you will meet somebody else who is much more worth and match your energy much better. Like a mature energy that understands you and respects you where you're from and what you do. Yeah. And care and share with balance. Yeah. Thank you, John, for letting me do your reading. It's interesting. I feel like it's a story of somebody's life, but it might not be your life, John, because this is like a strange reading that we're doing. There you go. Let's move to the next person. I don't remember who did I say I'm going to do a reading next. Was it Jennifer reading next? Oh, okay. Okay, Jennifer. I make it you're the last person I'm going to read tonight because it's actually 10, 10:30 at nighttime on my side, and I'm talking too loud. Okay, let's make it nice and sweet for you, Jennifer. What is your favorite color, Jen? You're repeating the question. What question were you repeating? I'm so sorry. There was a lot of typing earlier. I didn't have a chance to read it. Oh, you mean your ex stalking you? Is that correct? Or do you mean like they are trying to gather information to get to know you better? Like follow you online, checking things, whatever you're doing. Can you clarify that? I felt like the way you said investigating is like the person is stalking you. Oh, so he asking about. So, okay. So in another sense, I think in all relationships, sometimes when people break up, they don't have a clean breakup and they have a lot of attachment and unresolved misunderstanding. Um, they always stalking people. Well, if you want to clarify, well, it looked like you are stalking him too because you're like, okay, he talking to my family and friend and asking about me and see how I'm going. So in another sense, you are curious and you still want to know what is he up to also. So this is like a two-way thing. You both do the same thing. So I think he just make a mistake and he just feel like, how do I say it? Um, Wait a minute. I think he just make the biggest mistake of his life and he tried to see where you are at your mindset. And it's sort of like getting a, how do I say, a hook onto your energy to keep an eye on you and pretty much like, saving you for him later for a rebound. I think that's what it feel like. I think some of the people nowadays, they dating, that's part of their dating game. But if you know this person and he is genuinely caring for you, I think it's good to actually talk to them direct rather than asking the spirit. And I think in a relationship need to be direct and honest and respectful in any way and just really need to sit down and talk properly. Say, hey, I just realized that you asking or talk to my family and my friend and asking about me. And, I would appreciate that very much if you talk to me direct. And, even though we're not together, we can still talk like friends. If you're okay with being friend. I hope that helped, Jennifer. Yeah, I think like, one of my friends, she was engaged with this guy and they've been dating for like since they were in primary school. I see. Okay. So you must be very hurt because of what he did. I can understand that. So my friend did not discover that her boyfriend, her fiance, ghosts her for 3 months without contacting her or say anything to her. They bought a house together. They're about to get married in June this year. And then he just packed his thing and then left her 3 months, 4 months now, and didn't even say anything to her. And end up, he was cheating behind her back. And I think last month or like last week, he called her and said, oh, I'm so sorry. I make the biggest mistake of my life. I know that what we have is like really, really important, and we bought a house together. And then he did apologize. He said, I'm happy to hand over the house, half the mortgage. I'm happy to sell my other half to you. And, if that's what you want, but like if you want to go back and have like to restart a relationship again, we're getting married in June still. But my friend was so hurt because she discovered that he cheat. And it ended up the girl that he cheat with call my friend and say, hey, he's been dating me and staying with my place for the last 3 months, and now we broke up, and I'm not happy with him either. It's come down to that shock of being betrayed and hurt. And I think sometimes, when you're in a relationship, you need to talk to him like, hey, why are you breaking up? The reason is really important. And if you think his reason is valid enough for you to forgive him, then I think it will be okay to go and start and rekindle and talk about it before any commitment. But it's like you're not okay with being friend. That means you were so hurt that you just feel like, nah, I'm going to cut it. So if you're going to cut the relationship, you need to tell him straight off. I don't appreciate you do this behind my back and, asking my family and friend about me. That is not nice. Yeah. I hope that helped. I don't think you need tarot card reading or any reading. You don't need to go to any psychic person to tell you what to do or spirit what to do. I think at the end of the day, no matter what people tell you, it is your own free will, your own power of what you want in a relationship and what you want for yourself. I hope that helped, Jennifer. I've been through a lot of relationship, and to be very honest, I think the relationship you feel comfortable with, effortless with, and easygoing with, and it just flow, that is the right relationship. Okay. And I think the maturity level is not there. I don't think the person is mature enough. When they make that decision, they haven't thought through. And I think there must be someone else. Yeah. They're definitely someone else that they dating, and they think that, and I think they keep an eye on you. It's like a comfort zone. And to them, it's like, oh, I can always go back to this person. And that is very selfish of thinking. And I think you need to sort it out. I think you should talk to the person direct. It's hurtful, but I think it is for you to resolve any entanglement and discomfort in your heart. It will make you feel so much better when you talk to the person and keep a clear boundary. Yeah. No, it's because you're attached to him. You miss the feeling of being with him. Yeah, it's attachment. But like, if you miss him, why don't you just talk to him? But yeah, when somebody else coming into a relationship and you're being betrayed, it's very hard to forgive the other person. Yeah. Yeah. But like, if you decide to go back to him, you need to put down the foundation, the rule and the boundary and everything. Yeah. You're welcome. Like I said, I date and in lots of committed relationship before, and then I end up realizing myself, I do not want to be with anyone. And it's very, and sometimes people fear being alone, like I said. And there's nothing wrong with being alone as long as you don't feel lonely. You always be occupied with somebody or someone else on your mind, rent free. So, but you have to value yourself first. Like, what will make me happy in a relationship? The most happiest in a relationship for yourself is being who you are, comfortable within your own skin, yeah, your own emotion and spirit with that person. Yes, it is scary to meet new people because there's a lot of crazy people out there that you don't know. And you don't meet people like the old day. well, you think you mess up, but he is the one that actually broke up with you. So if there is that misunderstanding, I think you should talk to him properly. Yeah. Talk to him, sit down, and really sort out the misunderstanding. And if you make a mistake, just do the right thing and apologize. And be genuine about it. Be genuine and honest. And, whatever you put out there, boundary is really, really important. Yeah. Yeah, I hope it's going well for you, Jennifer. I think he will be okay. Yeah. I think when it comes to genuine relationship and mutual respect, pride doesn't have room in that. And I think people, when we were younger, we're taking pride really seriously. And I think pride and ego coming hand in hand, and it could destroy anybody. So I think it just need to, reevaluate what is the most important in your relationship with the person. Yeah. I hope that helped, Jennifer, because I have no idea if that will be helpful. However, you know what? Let's do something different for you. No, I'm going to do a quick card for you. This is like a potion card, okay? This is all a bottle. I'm starting to lose my voice. Okay. This is like a bottle, and this is like, how the old witches, they're making all this medicine bottle, and like, they have all this goodie and the cure and stuff like motion and potion, yes. And I just want to see what sort of card that's coming out for you. Okay, just see how I was shuffling it. And then when you feel like it's right, just type stop, and then I'll stop and we pick the bottom card. Oh, great. So she's a herbalist. Maybe this is for you. How random. I rarely use this deck. Okay. Yep. When you feel you're okay, tell me to stop. We'll take the bottom. Yep. You have to tap stop and I'll stop. Oh. Okay. Right timing. Oh, sunbeams. Okay. This is interesting. Okay. When you look at a sunbeam, okay, it's like the sunshine in the East Coast. It's like, when the sunrise is sort of like hitting you, that warm, fuzzy feeling that energize you. This is what I feel sunbeam is about. And the sunbeam is in the bottle. Okay, we were talking about, you're looking at the old day, how do people capture the sun and put it in a bottle, and using the sun as a medicine. So this will be good for you if you're in the sun. It's good for your mental health. Like, I think I did a reading for somebody early in the live stream, and the person actually had the sun card upside down, and I said it was a health issue. But I think for you, you just need to be out in the sun more, because it stimulates your immune system. It's actually increase your vitamin D in your blood, and maybe that will help with checking your hormone, for example. And female, we have like fluctuating hormone, because it responds to our cycle, it responds to our mood, it's You know, when it's certain time of the month, we are like animal. We're bossy, we're angry, we're aggressive, we're very unreasonable, okay, irritable. And we just like our appetite, our sleep pattern is like out of whack, okay. And I think if you're gonna get back with your partner, blame it on a hormone. It's the girl thing. I went through these phases, you know, use lame excuse like that, you know, and then I make a mistake. I'm sorry. Be genuine about that. And you know what? It's work. At least you're honest about that. You say, hey, I didn't have enough sunlight. Why don't we just go for a walk or something, or watching the sunrise? Or I think sunrise, not sunset, okay? Sunrise. Um, so I think you just need that little bit of like fun in the sun, taking that vitamin D and really infusing it. And if you have skin cancer, okay, from exposed too much to the sun, it's not my fault, okay? I'm just saying sun exposure, yeah? Be protective, but be in the sunlight and be your own light at the same time. Because like I said, when you are, you know, when people meditate, they have a weird warm glow sun like light on front of their aura. You know, when you close your eye, right, sometimes you feel like this weird darkness, but as you meditate more often, you start to see this weird light, like a little dot of white light, and then it slowly radiate, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. That is your sunlight in the little capsule right there, the little bottle. I hope that help. Yeah. Yeah. That is I think what it is. So when you meditate, you are focused on the light, right? And imagine the light is like you are the vessel for the light. And you imagine this sunlight radiating outward. Yeah. And make you feeling warm, fuzzy, and healed. I think this is very important. So there you go, my dear. I hope that will help. It's actually quite a beautiful card. Yeah. And if you're going back to the person and say, hey, if you have an honest conversation with this person and this person will not forgive you for any reason, or you won't forgive the other person and so on like that, you know, and you know, just make peace and walk away with love and kindness. Oh, that's so great. I know the sun card is pretty good. I like the sun card too. But I like the star card better. But then again, I have too many wishes, so therefore the star card never come out in tarot card reading. So there, my dear, I'm happy. That is, I hope my advice or my silly advice is helping you in some way. And I hope that you will sort out your misunderstanding and clear out any like old blockage. And I think this is a blockage for you because you're not forgiving the person, or the other person is like, they think they were a little bit overboard, overreacted, I think. And I think you just need to sit down and really set out the foundation or the rule boundary. And in a relationship, it's important to have boundary, not for you, but for the other person as well. And have like that equal share responsibility in a relationship. That's why, you know, I don't want to compromise in a relationship. So therefore, I don't want to be in a relationship. But if you love to be compromised, you know, getting over your pride with this person, it seems like you love this person quite a lot and you're willing to compromise, and then you sit down and you just lay down your different and foundation and where you want to be and where you want to bring this relationship to any level, up or down, it's up to you. Then go ahead. But you have the sun in the little bottle there for you. Yeah. That will heal your soul. That's it, my dear. I hope it will help and it will be okay. And, you know, yeah, it's interesting because I never used this card before. Like never used in a reading because I couldn't understand what it was. Some of them is really, really like liquid moonlight, for example. How do you get liquid moonlight in a bottle? I have no idea. It could be a perfume that is in there. But yeah. Thank you so much, Jennifer, for letting me do a quick reading for you. That wasn't a reading, but anyway, I hope it will help. Hope you have a lovely day where you are. Be safe, be happy, and be in the sunlight with lots of cherry on top. Bye-bye. See you next time.